He ascended, envisioned, built, innovated and, finally he conquered. History knows him as Mehmet the Conqueror. Popular discussion about Mehmet the Conqueror revolves around his conquest of then the Byzantine capital, Constantinople. No doubt it was his biggest achievement. Yet there is more to the Sultan's achievement, and his personality than mere a great conquer. Let's try to explore 7 lesser knowns about Mehmet the Conqueror. Mehmet is commonly known as the conqueror and sultan to the world today. Yet he himself assumed the title of Caesar of the Roman Empire. Although, today historians mark conquest of Constantinople as the end of Byzantine Empire, Sultan saw his conquest as the continuation of the empire. For this very reason, he shifted his capital to the Constantinople and rehabilitated it. Mehmet put a lot of efforts to rescue Constantinople from oblivion. Since the sack of Constantinople in 1204, during the Fourth Catholic Crusades, the city had already lost its former glory. When Mehmet conquered the city, it was almost a wild ruin. According to Professor Kenneth W. Hall, many great churches and buildings were abandoned and were near decay. The population of the city had already been decreased to 50,000 from 500,000 during the last century. In such a situation, Mehmet's decision to make the city his capital helped restoring the city and its former glory. He encouraged the return of the Greeks from Morea. Similarly, Jewish merchants and bankers were encouraged to Constantinople from the cities of the Rhineland and Italy. Further, he settled craftsmen and merchants from various cities of his empire to Constantinople. This repopulation was so successful that, according to a survey carried out in 1478, there were then 16,324 households and 3,927 shops in Constantinople and neighboring Galata. If you are the Sultan, come and lead your armies. If I am the Sultan, I hereby order you to come and lead my armies. Reportedly wrote Mehmet to his father, who abdicated the throne to his 12-year-old son. In August 1444, his father, Murat, abdicated and retired after a peace treaty with King of Hungary. The 12-year-old Mehmet was hailed Sultan. Just after 3 months, King of Hungary silently broke the treaty and began another episode of crusades. Mehmet, too young at the time, re-engaged his father to emerge from retirement and lead the Ottoman army, which successfully ended Hungarian advancements into Ottoman's heartland and paved a way for Mehmet to get hold into Europe. There are various lesser-known conquests of Mehmet, which actually helped securing forefronts of Ottoman empires in coming years. Mehmet himself led more or less 19 grand military campaigns. These campaigns resulted in the conquest of much of present-day Serbia, famous Greek states of Sparta, Carinthia, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities, Argos, much of present-day Albania, many parts of present-day Bosnia and Croatia, central Anatolia, and many Anatolian regions around Black Sea. These conquests actually turned Ottoman Sultanate into an empire. Mehmet may be considered the most broad-minded and free-thinking ruler of the time. Immediate after conquering Constantinople, Mehmet ordered to preserve Hagia Sophia and granted amnesty to the population of the city. Later, he gathered Italian humanists and Greek scholars at his court. He also established a library of Greek and Roman books. He was first to develop a constitution and criminal law separately. He encouraged Patriarch Gennadius II to write Principles of the Christian Faith and had it translated into Turkish. There was no patriarch since Gregory III was expelled in 1450 by the Byzantine Emperor. His fault was reunification efforts between Orthodox and Catholic churches. Sultan restored the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate. On the 1st of June 1453, just 3 days after the conquest of the Constantinople, Gennadius II was invited by Sultan Mehmet the Conqueror. The Sultan himself received the procession of Gennadius II and invested him with the signs of his office. He also appointed a Jewish Grand Rabbi and an Armenian Patriarch in the city. At that time, religion of the king was assumed as the religion of the subject in Europe. However, Sultan set a new landmark over religious and political liberties. New patriarchs under Ottomans have been granted dual authority. They had religious as well as political authority over their fellow Greeks. Perhaps no patriarch assumed such a communal autonomy before. Later on, separate courts were also established for Jews and Christians headed by their own fellow leaders. The story of Mehmet is the tale of innovation, progress, development and conquest. He was well ahead of his time with religious harmony and ethnic inclusion that rare fellow kings could compete him. For more surprising lesser-known stories, stay connected. Thank you for watching. Please give your feedback and comments below in comment section. We hope you will consider subscribing our channel. Bye bye.